Yeah, Lenin, you studied medicine, but you never practiced as a doctor. You became an activist immediately after you finished your studies. What was the reason for this?
The most important reason with the discourse with my grandfather. He was a freedom fighter. So there is a lot of discourse. And the second important thing, if you look for a healthy society, this is very important to eliminate the disease. And if you want to eliminate the disease here, there is a lot of poverty, caste-based, patriarchal society, feudal society. So this is very important to organize the people, and people will receive their rights, practice their rights, and then we have the more healthier society. So I will decide this is the more good way to go for the preventive way of the health.
Okay. In 1996, Shruti, Vikash and you founded PVCHR. How did you get started and what were the biggest problems in the beginning?
Yeah, along with the Shruti and Sarut Maestro Vikash Maharaj, me, and historian Dr. Mahan Pratap and poet Gyaninpati formed this People's Village Committee on Human Rights in the 1996. But the most important thing that time, because I am involved as a rescuer of the bonded labor, bonded child labor, and I looked at the whole problem of bonded labor due to the lack of employment and the societal problems and the problem of the human rights of the adults also. So we formed this organization, but initially there is very less support, highly financial crunch, and also we are a lot of obstacles and the confrontation with the feudal forces. That time we are not very powerful.
In 2001, you became an Ashoka Fellow only 5 years after founding PVCHR. How did Ashoka Foundation find out about you, and what are the biggest benefits from Ashoka Foundation for you?
Yeah, because I completed my internships before the PVCHR, and after that, in this 5 years, this is the time for the consolidate our focus. And that time I was involved into creating the model village called as a people-friendly village, Janmitra now in Hindi. And Ashoka gave this recognition. Two things is very important. That time is the one thing is the recognition and the moral support. Second is the financial support for 3 years, 9,500 rupees per month. And this is the very tough time that time. So this thing gave a lot of help, and in the future, after 2001, we received a lot of collaboration with the Basil Fernando, Darin and all, and this is very useful for our work.
And in 2007, Iram Sharmila and you got the Gwangju Prize for Human Rights from the Korean May 18 Foundation. What do you think was the decisive point for them to give this award to you?
Because if you look, India is the largest democracy, but the biggest problem is the caste system and the militarization in India. And the whole struggle of the anti-caste movement and the campaign against the militarization in India is very similar to the Gwangju uprising. So because they want to memorize the Gwangju uprising in Asia, so they recognize for that, because they are looking at a lot of similarity in the situations and the second important time, the whole democratic struggles going on for the anti-caste movement. So this is the symbolic recognition.
Yeah. When you look back, was there any case that touched you most, or any victim whose fight impressed you most?
Yeah, I was shocked when I released a bonded child labor. Nageshwar, he branded by a hot iron rod more than 20 times, and he lost his voice and all. And after 3 months, he spoke the name of his master. So these pathetic conditions pushed me more to work for this type of people.
Yeah, could you give some hard facts about PVCHR?
Yeah, the PVCHR is, if you look at this, is actually the alliance of the individuals member in here. So people are so diverse and a lot of decentralization. But the 50,000 member we succeeded the 51 lakhs rupees, 1,500,000 rupees as a compensation. 43 police officials behind bar. So, and we released more than 3,000 bonded child labor and child labor in the initial phase. So, this is the.
Where do you see yourself in PVCHR in 10 years? What are the challenges?
In the 10 years, PVCHR more institutionalized and more grassroots level activism and the global advocacy, and to contribute into the establishing the democratic globes. And for me, this is my exit times, start to my exit times for the PVCHR, and looking more the capacity building, the global campaigns, that time.
You have one son. Could you imagine him being an activist like you?
No, because I don't believe I started the private limited company. But if he tries, he will go according to him. There's no pressure from me. Okay.
You have seen many countries all over the world, from Switzerland to Korea. What do you like in Varanasi?
The most important things, because this city is old city, and one hand the fascism, spiritualism, and many things. So I born here. So I want to look the changing world, and the second important things, I want to change this caste-based feudal Brahminical society.
Yeah. What is your favorite book?
One book by the Premchand, very famous Hindi novelist, Godan, in Hindi, and this book is also translated in other language, English and all. This is very fantastic books and on the situation of Indian things.
Do you have time for any hobby?
I have very less time. But if you look in between, because I have the hobby for to talk with the people, chat with the people through the telephones and through the net, and the evening to drink the alcohol and talk with the someone. This is the whole hobby.
Okay. And last question, many people are confused about your name, Lenin. Could you tell us something about it?
Yeah, this is the name given by my father, and the most important things, if you look, I am the atheist and converted Buddhist from Hindu religion, but this is my political stand against the caste system in Hindu religion. But the most important things, sometimes I am the egalitarian libertarian, sometimes I am the Aristotelian libertarians, and sometimes my activity is little bit social democrats. But I'm not very much convinced with the communist ideology, because in India, if you look, they are not very concretely working for the restoration of democracy and the elimination of the patriarchy and caste system here. So my concern is the individuals and in the large the cooperation of individuals in the form of society.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Lenin, for the interview.
Thank you.